ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name is Bilify, and today we are here to counter a glove. Which glove is that? Why, of course it's the Jebaited glove! And these are going to be the amazing goobers that are going to be helping us out to figure out what counters what this glove does. Alrighty, let's get into it. So we're going to be looking for counters, and I can relate this glove heavily to the actual counter glove. It acts in the same way, it just has a longer fuse, if you will. You hit one of these users, and the ability is on you. Can you pop a rock and be okay? Nope, you cannot use your ability. The rock will not deploy. This is the first time the rock series isn't going to be a counter. So ladies and gentlemen, the rocks aren't going to save you. Diamond, Mega Rock, and Custom are not going to be the way to go. You could consider Ghost a counter just due to the fact that you can go into Ghost mode and kind of watch them and hover them. And see when they use their ability, and then after their ability is done, then you can go up and slap them, so Ghost can actually work out very well, but if they're in their ability and you slap them, there's no saving you. So let's see, I think Thanos is going to be huge here. Alright, so if you get hit, use Thanos. That is our first counter. So Thanos is going to be a great glove to save you if you get caught in that animation. Thanos is going to get a golden trophy because there's not going to be that many counters, I'm not going to lie to you. Magnet should be a great counter. As soon as you get hit, just magnet to someone. You hit somebody, oh no, guess what? You get hit, magnet right back. Do not use pusher. Do you know why? So if you cast the wall, if they walk right up against the wall and use the ability, they could just phase right through. Pusher's not going to be your friend on this one. In Golden's ability, if you slap somebody that is using the ability, what happens to the Golden user? Oh, you are perfectly fine as a Golden user. I don't know what happened to Carl there. Oh, Carl used it after the hand appeared. So make sure if you're fighting them, don't use it after you've already been hit and the hand's there, because it won't protect you. You have to use it beforehand. Is Cheeky going to give you a reduced knockback hit? Oh, barely. You have to be near the middle for that to be remotely good. So if you're already in... Oh, if you're in Cheeky form, it's a lot less on the hit scale. Cheeky will still save you, but it will be close, because even in the center, I was getting right up to the edge. Can this ability go after Replica clones? I don't think so. So they will not go after that little clone there, they will just go directly for you. So Replica is definitely a massive counter. So what happens if you use reverse? This will be interesting to see. So if you pop reverse, oh, reverse is not gonna save you. Wow, rare reverse L. So Shukuchi can use this ability if you've been stuck. So the first way that you can use the Shukuchi glove is if you slap them and use your ability at the exact same time, you should be able to get away with it and not get slapped in the animation. But I'm gonna show you what happens in most normal combat scenarios. So you can't use it beforehand. And yeah, Shukuchi's not gonna help. What if you use Duelist at the very end, and if somebody's close to you, they use the ability, and you get caught in this, and then you set down your ability, that will indeed save you. Oh, hey, look, how am I here? I don't know why it happens, but yeah, sometimes you'll have it where it will not teleport you. So another interesting thing that Bio noted here is if you use your Duelist ability on somebody that has activated theirs, then they will still get teleported back to the main island when their timer runs up, which is very funny to see. It's the same concept as them jumping off the edge into the void. They pop right back up. What happens if you Woah one of their abilities? So he used his ability. The Woah will keep them back. Okay, we can definitely mark down the Woah as a counter, as you can hit them without having any repercussions. So just like the Thanos glove, Adios is going to do the exact same thing, just taking a little bit longer.
Are you sure about that?
So if you just, so you can't use it right away. Oh, Adios is broken against it. So you can't use it early, so you have to spam your button. And it doesn't work. So Thanos is going to be your go-to glove. Do not use the Adios glove. So like Carl was saying up there at the top, you can indeed slap them and then immediately use your ability. That does work. That's the one way you can use Adios. Now, if you use blocked, can that ability still hit you? Ooh, if you have them blocked already, it doesn't matter if they use their ability, they can still catch you lacking. Interesting. Okay, yeah, blocked is definitely a no-go. So will the Coil slap proc their ability? Ooh, Coil will bypass. So the Coil glove is going to be a great counter to this, as you can slap them while they are in their ability and it will not activate. You could use the track glove as a deterrent glove. Yep. The next counter on this list is going to be Tableflip. Of course, you can smack somebody in the face with a table, and they're not going to be able to do anything about it. Their ability won't proc nothing. So if you see them and they're in their ability, huck a table at them. A good question to see, will the shield protect against that slap? So, nope. Shield will not protect you. Sad. You can use ping pong exactly like you would use table flip. Heave a ping pong ball at somebody's forehead. You're good to go. You don't have to slap them. Boink! Yep, it does not proc and activate. It will save them. If they do go off the edge, it will bring them back. So when using all these gloves like Coil, Tableflip, Ping Pong, all of them, keep in mind that if they do end up flying off the edge while their ability is activated, they will teleport right back up to the top. Keep that in mind. So if you hit somebody with a home run bat, will that activate their ability? Nope. You are good to go on using Home Run, as it will not activate their abilities. So even if they're in their ability and you get Home Run to max charge, you can still kill them with the Home Run, as if you are at that max charge and you hit the bink, they will die. So will the Whirlwind proc their ability? I think absolutely. So, okay. Oh. What was that? If you're using Whirlwind and there is a couple of Jebaited users, it's not going to end out well for you, as they can just pop their ability and yeah, you're kind of oofed. Definitely don't use the Whirlwind glove against these users. The Slicer glove. Anything that can hit them with distance that won't activate their ability is going to be your best friend here. Oh, JK! Don't use Slicer. I was so confident in Slicer for some reason. I thought for sure it was gonna work, but no, don't use Slicer against these users, as they can catch you lacking. Interesting. Now, will the Excavator ability activate theirs? Yeah, it does not activate their ability. So I wouldn't necessarily say that Excavator is a counter. It just can work in this scenario to hit them with a little bit of knockback, but I feel like there's definitely better options that you could use. Thor is going to give them a bunch of knockback to keep them away from you. If you see them use their ability, use Thor. Yep, Thor will knock them back and not activate the ability, so Thor is definitely a great option that you could use. So you could use the Gravity Glove if you hear them use their ability, and you use yours to keep them away from you. This is not going to be offensive, this is just so that you can avoid from being slapped by them until their ability is done. You could use Gravity in that sense, but I feel like there's a lot better that you could use. You could always Jebait a Jebaited user. that does work. Since their glove is a slap glove, your Ultra Instinct will have that 50% dodge rate, but it's not going to save you from the ability. If you proc their ability, it will hit you 100% of the time. You could always hit them with a plus. They won't see it coming. It will not protect them. So even if they are in the ability, it will hit them, and it will be wraps. So if you were to use the Phase Glove, could you save yourself after you activate it? So, no, you're not going to be able to save yourself. You'll be way too low to do anything. So this is going to be one of the gloves where you're going to have to slap and use the ability at the same time if you know what user you're fighting. Yes, if you slap and then use your ability, you still get slapped, but you should be able to make it. Oh no, never mind, Phase is an L on this one. If you can land Warp will work out very well. So if you get to them before they use their ability, you slap them, they activate their ability, and then you get hit. You could always get hit and then Warp right back. But I would slow down before you do it. So Warp can work, but it's not the greatest. Now Bomb is going to be a great deterrent. If you see them use their ability, just throw a bomb at them. They can't hit you, and it will not activate their ability. So they use their ability. It will hit them, and they will still be fine. Even if they fly off the edge, they'll get teleported back down the middle. This is something that will slow them down and deter them from going after you. So not a counter, more of a deterrent. Now Bubble. What happens when you bubble one of these users? Oh, the bubble will take them away, but will they teleport back? That's the thing here to see. The teleportation doesn't activate, so if you can bubble them off the side of an edge, they're donezo. They cannot make it back to the main center land, so bubble can be actually a pretty good counter here. The Jet Glove is going to be like the bomb. If you manage to hit them with the jet and they fly off, if they're in their ability still, it will teleport them back up top. Will the Shard Glove activate their ability? No, it will not. It will also slow them down and waste their time. So, Shard is pretty nifty. Will Bob consume them while their ability is active? I think absolutely. Average has the correct response there to use it as an advantage. They can still die while being consumed, but once you activate your ability, look and see where they activated their ability at the start, because Bob will chase them down. They'll probably run towards the cube. If you hover where their ability just spawned or where they spawned their ability, you can wait for them to get teleported back, and then once they do, slap them towards the cube, because Bob is going to be bum rushing them back. So Bob can be a very good counter glove on there, on forcing them to walk in the direction you want them to. Buddies is going to be exactly like blocked to, hit people, and they can't hit you, and you can't hit them, so the ability is just kind of null and void after that. Can't slap him, and he can't slap me. It's just kind of a nulled effect. So if you want to sit there and do nothing, Buddies is going to be your option. So with the Jupiter Glove, if you slap somebody who has their ability activated, will the Jupiter have a same thing as like Cheeky with a reduced knockback? Yes, yes it will. Ooh, Jupiter could be a very good glove to use. If you can land the Detonator slap before they use their ability, if they use their ability, you can use Detonator to blow them up, but if they fly off the edge, they're gonna teleport right back to where they use their ability. Keep that in mind. Will Orbit Hands activate the ability? I think they will. So Orbit users, you're gonna have to be a little weary on these users. Alright, so testing it out. Yep, your Orbit Hands will activate this ability, so definitely don't use Orbit around these users. You could use the hybrid yellow mode just like Jupiter to keep you safe, so let's see. So if you slap them, you can swap to the Jupiter mode, and it will work. So yes, you could use hybrid and swap during the middle of it. You can use the Slapple Woah ability to send people back and keep yourself safe so that you don't even have to fight them until their ability is done. That can work for Slapple. It will not proc their ability. So you can use it like that and then wait for their ability. Slapple does work. If you can slap them before their ability starts, you can take away their glove and their ability to even spawn the ability. So Disarm could work that way, but we're not going to try to finagle that way. If a chain hits one of these users, will it proc? Nope, the chain will not activate it, so if you can slap a user who's not them, chain can work. But I feel like there's better options you could use. Like, for example, you could always get on top of Rattlebones' head, and you won't die, and it won't activate it and proc their ability. You could use Larry in that way. Larry will not spawn their ability. You could use the glitch. As soon as you see them use their ability, use the glitch, and it will send them up and waste a lot of their time. Is this a counter? More of a deterrent than anything. So as soon as they go up, use your ability, you can kind of run away. I heard him use his ability over here, so I know that once he's done, he'll probably teleport. Yeah, and then you can fight him, but they get their ability back so fast. It can work to definitely keep them away from you. Elude, because they will not be able to slap you at all, but if you hit them, their ability will proc, and it will hit you. So the slap will send you into oblivion. This is the only slap that will hit Elude. It's gonna be fish. As soon as somebody uses their ability, you hit them. Oh no, guess what? Whoa. Fish! It nullifies fish! That I did not see coming. Two have shocked me a lot, and it's Slicer and Fish. This fish just, wow. Wow. So with Voodoo, can you set up little troll baits? I think you can. Yep, they can absolutely be used as troll baits. So beforehand with the Voodoo glove, you could take it with the counter glove and set up little bait traps, but it had to be very close and very precise because of how long the counter ability lasts. Now with Jebaited, it lasts much longer. So the Voodoo combo there is very, very good for setting up little bait traps for people to come and slap. So what happens if somebody's leashed? You could definitely slap somebody beforehand and then get baited, and it should help to save you. That does work. So the Leash glove will make it so that the Jebaited gloves cannot use their ability on the ground. So as a Leash user, if you can get to them before they use their ability, you can counter them. The Flamarang glove should work, and it should not activate. Yep, it does not activate their ability, and you are good to go on fighting them. If you have a big enough kinetic blasts, it'll keep them away from you, but the odds of that happening are very slim. But you could also use the kinetic glove as like the one-time tab glitch, where if you get hit, you hit your ability, and it will stop you from flying off the edge. So recall, is this going to be better than Adios? So you've been hit. Ooh. Excuse me? What? Yo, what? Yeah, recall's not gonna work. Thanos is gonna be the glove to use to save yourself. So from inland, if you get hit and you use recall, I couldn't even use the ability there. Interesting. Don't use recall, as it took a massive L here. Thanos is gonna be the only glove that you can use out of the trio of saviors that's gonna work well. You can use Quake, so if you hear them use their ability, you can. Oh no, Quake's a no-go. So can you use the Kraken slap to combat these users without activating their ability? Yes, you can indeed slap them and not have any real repercussions. That's pretty good. But note, if they do fly off the edge, they are probably going to go back exactly where they started. You could always counter a Jebaited user, just don't get Jebaited. Yeah, no, come on. All right, whatever. Yeah, but if they try to go to slap you, you can land one of the 3 animations they have. So counter can work, just don't get Jebaited. For real though. So what happens with Rob? So if you slap and then use Rob's ability, okay, alright, it can save you in a way, but it came very close. You have to slap and use Rob's ability at the exact same time. So if you're in the Rob ability and they use theirs, will it have any effect? Nope, you can eat them. Rob is going to be the top counter for this. So if you can get the rhythm going to where you get the yellow tiles to get that knockback and that shockwave, it can work to keep them away from you. Those knockback shockwaves will not proc their ability. Andrew just said right there, the blast did counter while he was in the ability, it does not proc. If you were to slap with the Rojo glove and then immediately use your ability, can you avoid the slap? Yes, you can. You can avoid it. So if you hit and then, oh wow, I'm wrong again. Yep, okay, it does not matter. If you slap them and then choose to use your ability, it's not gonna work. Whatever your effects were going into that animation, you're stuck with. So does the Hitman gun activate their ability? So if they use their ability, oh, the gun will nullify, meaning if you have the golden gun, it'll be a very, very good counter to this. So now retro. What abilities are gonna work here and what aren't? The rocket launcher will hit. The bomb will hit. And the banhammer will hit. All 3 abilities of retro will hit. You can exactly use retro like that even after you get hit if you're on the bomb phase. So using that bomb part of retro to save yourself will not work every single time, but it can definitely work to save you in those situations. So keep that in mind with retro. You can save yourself even if you do get trapped. Now the Null glove. What does the Null do against these users? Alright, so if the little gremlins catch onto them, they still die. There is no saving after that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our counter list for this glove. We hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to all these awesome people that are right here goobering around. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for coming out and figuring out all of these. Which glove surprised you the most, and what was your favorite counter? I had 2 that surprised me. One was the slicer glove, and the other one was fish. Both of those absolutely blew my mind. My favorite counter, it's close. I think it might be magnet. Magnet works out very well. I also like Rob, but I hope that every single one of you have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this, and I shall see you in the next one. Later!